All right, welcome stage 3 to your maths lesson for week 2. Now today we are looking at what is a factor. So a factor can be any two numbers that you can multiply together to get that end product. So for example, if I talk about the number 15, two factors for the number 15 would be 3 and 5, because if I multiply those numbers together, so I've got 3 times 5, that would give me 15. So two factors of the number 15 would be 3 and it would be 5. The easiest one to also start off with is also 1 times itself. So two more factors of 15 are also going to be 1 and 15. Because if I times 1 by 15, I get this. Okay, so we're going to make some little factor squares in a second and look at the relationship between the numbers to see if you can multiply them together to create that number. So if I turn over here to this page, I've got two little boxes. So I've got the number 12 and I've got the number 16. Okay, and down here I've got a CF and a HCF. Now my CF stands for common factor. Now common means what do these two have that are the same? Okay, so if it's only in this box and it's not in both of them, it's not common because they don't have them similar, they're not linked. This one is going to be what is the highest common factor, but we'll get to that in a second. So when I look at the number 12, I need to think about what two numbers I need to times together to get my product of 12. Okay, we're going to start off with the easiest. So the first one is going to be 1 and 12, because if I times 1 by 12, I get 12. My second two is going to be 3 times 4. I'm going to make sure I put commas in between them, otherwise it'll look like one big giant number. 3 times 4 also gives you 12. And I've got another one. So what else can I have that equals 12? I can also have 2 times 6. So if you look there, all my factors of 12 are going to be 1, 12, 3, 4, 2, and 6. Okay, and you must remember to make sure that you've got them all in order to find the highest common factor correctly. All right, so my next number is 16. So I need to think about what other numbers can I multiply together to get the number 16. Now, like I said, start off with the easiest one. You can always times that number by 1 to get your product. So 1 times 16. What other numbers can I times together to get 16? I can have 4 times 4. If I have 4 times 4, I don't need to write the 4 twice. I'm just going to put 4 down there once, and it's still a factor. All right. And then I can also have 2, and I can times it by 8. So all my factors for 16 are 1, 16, 4, 2, and 8. Now, if I have a look at both of these, what common factors can I have? What one is in both of them? So if I have a look here, I'm going to put a dot above 1. I've got 1 is a factor for both. 12 is only in this box, it's not in this one. 16, 3, and 4. So my common factors for both of them are going to be 1 and 4. There's no other factor that is common between the two of these numbers. Now my next question is going to be, the H stands for highest. So what, out of both of these numbers, what is the highest common factor? And if I look here, obviously 1 is not higher than 4, so my highest common factor is 4. All right, guys, if you look on the next slide, there's an activity for you guys to complete, working out the factors for each number and then working out the common factor and the highest common factor.